Let's start our first news. Arman has officially teased that his long-awaited UFC return is finally on the way. After months of speculation, the lightweight contender revealed that his next fight has already been booked, and according to him, the official announcement should arrive very soon. The update immediately sparked excitement among MMA fans, who have been waiting to see who will step into the octagon against one of the division's most dangerous fighters. Arman's most recent appearance came in November 2025, when he delivered an impressive second-round submission victory over Dan Hooker. That performance reminded everyone why he remains one of the elite contenders in the lightweight division. Since then, fans have continued to debate who his next opponent could be, with several top-ranked names being mentioned as possible matchups. Today, Arman added even more intrigue by posting a short but attention-grabbing message. He said, "The time is almost here. Very soon, UFC will announce my next fight. It's a big surprise waiting for all of us." His statement quickly spread across social media, fueling even more speculation about what the promotion has planned. Whether it's a title eliminator, a fight against another top contender, or an unexpected matchup, the anticipation is continuing to build. Arman has stayed patient during his time away from competition, and now it appears that patience is finally about to pay off with another massive opportunity inside the octagon. Meanwhile, Michael Morales has also shared an important update regarding his future. Morales revealed that he has been selected as the official backup fighter for an upcoming UFC main event. That means if either scheduled competitor is forced to withdraw before fight night, Morales will be ready to step in on short notice. It's another significant moment in his rapidly rising career and shows that the UFC has plenty of confidence in him. With Arman's announcement approaching and Morales preparing to stay ready, the coming weeks could bring some major developments for UFC fans. Move on to another news. Michael Morales has confirmed that he will serve as the official backup fighter for the UFC 330 welterweight title fight between Islam Makhachev and Ian Garry. The announcement is a huge vote of confidence from the UFC, showing that Morales is now viewed as one of the top contenders in the division. If anything unexpected happens before fight night, he will be ready to step in and compete for the championship on very short notice. Speaking during an interview with Danny Segura TV, Morales explained exactly how the situation came together. According to him, the UFC informed him that he first needed to wait for the scheduled title fight between Islam Makhachev and Ian Garry. After that, the promotion made it clear that he would be next in line for a shot at the belt. Until then, his role is to stay prepared as the official replacement fighter for the championship bout. Morales said the UFC has already brought him in as the backup in case either champion or challenger misses weight or becomes unable to compete. If either fighter is forced out before the event, Morales will immediately step into the main event and fight for the welterweight title. That means he must complete a full training camp, remain in peak condition, and be ready to perform at a moment's notice. He also made it clear that he sees only two possible outcomes from this situation. Either the title fight goes ahead as planned and he waits for the winner, or he gets the opportunity to replace one of the competitors and fight for the championship right away. In his view, there are no other options left, and he believes his next appearance inside the octagon will be for UFC Gold. For Morales, this is another major step toward the top of the division. The UFC's decision to trust him as the official backup highlights just how highly the promotion rates his talent, and it places him one step away from competing for the welterweight championship. Move on to another news. Islam Makhachev has shared his honest reaction to Conor's heartbreaking injury, and despite their long-standing rivalry, his comments showed a surprising level of respect and sportsmanship. During a recent interview, Islam admitted that he genuinely felt bad watching Conor suffer such an unfortunate ending to his comeback fight. While many fans expected strong opinions from the former champion, Islam's response was calm, respectful, and focused on the disappointment of seeing a fight end before it had the chance to truly begin. When asked what his immediate reaction was after seeing Conor go down, Islam did not hesitate. He said that he honestly felt bad about what happened. Although he believed Max was going to win the fight, he never expected it to end so quickly. In his opinion, the outcome came much faster than anyone anticipated, and it prevented fans from seeing how Conor would perform after spending so many years away from high-level competition. According to Islam, he expected a much more competitive contest. He believed Max had the advantage and was likely to emerge victorious, but he thought the fight would last much longer and provide a clearer picture of where Conor currently stands as a fighter. Instead, the contest ended within the opening minute, leaving many questions unanswered and disappointing fans who had waited years to watch Conor compete again. Islam explained that after such a lengthy absence from the octagon, there was real curiosity surrounding Conor's return. Supporters wanted to see whether he could still perform at the elite level, whether his speed and timing remained intact, and how he would respond under pressure against a dangerous opponent. Unfortunately, the early injury meant none of those questions could be answered. He added that seeing an athlete return after years of preparation only to suffer an injury almost immediately is never something any fighter wants to witness. Regardless of rivalries, competitors understand the sacrifice, discipline, and countless hours of training required to reach that stage. Watching all of that come to an abrupt end is difficult for anyone involved in the sport. While Islam remained confident that Max would have won the fight, he emphasized that he expected the contest to unfold in a much different way. He was hoping to watch a real battle and see how Conor handled the challenge after such a long layoff. Instead, the fight ended before it had the opportunity to develop, leaving both fighters and fans with an outcome that felt incomplete. For Islam, it was simply an unfortunate moment that no competitor wants to see inside the octagon. Move on to another news. Strickland has given fans an incredibly honest look into what goes through his mind when he knows a fight is slipping away from him. Known for speaking without a filter, Sean explained that even when he realizes he is losing on the scorecards, he never stops searching for a way back into the fight. His mindset, he says, is built around toughness, survival, and the hope that one unexpected moment can completely change everything. While discussing difficult moments inside the octagon, Sean was asked what he tells himself when he is taking heavy damage and knows the fight is not going in his favor. Without hesitation, he admitted that his first priority is making sure he doesn't get finished. No matter how badly things are going, he refuses to mentally quit or give his opponent the satisfaction of breaking him. Sean explained that once he accepts he is behind, there is really only one thought running through his head. Maybe he gets lucky. According to him, MMA is a sport where everything can change with a single punch, kick, or submission attempt. Even if a fighter has lost every round, it only takes one clean shot to completely flip the outcome of the contest. That belief is what keeps him pushing forward until the final bell. He admitted that there are times when he knows he is probably not going to win. Even in those moments, he keeps his hands up, stays focused, and waits for any opportunity that might appear. Instead of giving up, he continues looking for that one opening that could produce an unbelievable comeback. It's a mentality based on persistence rather than panic. The conversation then took a humorous turn when he was asked whether that strategy had ever actually worked for him. Sean laughed and gave an honest answer, saying that when he has been getting beaten up, he has never really gotten lucky. Instead, he joked that he usually just continues getting beaten up until the fight is over. His self-deprecating response drew laughter, but also highlighted how brutally honest he is about both his victories and defeats. Despite the humor, Sean's comments reveal the mentality shared by many elite fighters. Even when the odds seem impossible and every round appears lost, they continue fighting because they know the sport can change in an instant. That unwavering belief, combined with the refusal to surrender mentally, is what allows fighters to keep moving forward, no matter how difficult the situation becomes inside the octagon. Move on to another news. UFC 330 has suffered an unfortunate setback after a welterweight bout on the card was officially canceled. Jeff Neal has withdrawn from his scheduled fight against Paddy and Jones, forcing the UFC to make last-minute changes ahead of the August 15 event. At this time, the promotion has not revealed the reason behind Neal's withdrawal, leaving fans waiting for an official explanation. Although the fight is no longer moving forward as originally planned, UFC matchmakers have already begun working to secure a replacement opponent. Their goal is to keep Chidi Njokuani on the card and avoid removing another exciting matchup from the event. With several weeks remaining before fight night, there is still time for the promotion to find a suitable replacement and keep the welterweight contest alive. As of now, no replacement has been officially announced, and the UFC has remained silent regarding the circumstances surrounding Neal's withdrawal. More information is expected in the coming days, and fans will be watching closely to see who ultimately steps in to face Njokuani. Until then, the fight remains one of the biggest question marks surrounding UFC 330. In other major news, Anthony Smith appeared before a judge following his recent arrest on multiple felony charges. According to court proceedings, Smith is facing allegations that include domestic violence causing serious bodily injury, terroristic threats, and first-degree false imprisonment. These are serious accusations, and the legal process is still in its early stages. During the hearing, the judge set Smith's bond at $500,000. If he is able to post bond, he will be released while awaiting trial under several strict conditions. Those conditions include having no contact with his wife, Michaela Smith, remaining within the state unless he receives permission from the court to travel, and avoiding any additional legal issues while the case is ongoing. Authorities have not yet released specific details regarding the incident that led to Smith's arrest. Because of the limited information currently available, many of the facts surrounding the case remain unknown. However, the court's no-contact order involving his wife has led to speculation that she may have been connected to the alleged incident. At this stage, those allegations have not been proven in court, and the legal proceedings are still underway. If convicted on all of the felony charges he currently faces, Smith could receive a prison sentence of up to 26 years. As the investigation and court process continue, additional information is expected to emerge, and the case will remain closely monitored until more official details are made public. Move on to another news. Jon Jones has shared his thoughts on a dream matchup against Khamzat, and while he had plenty of praise for the undefeated star, he made it clear that he believes the best version of himself would have come out on top. During the discussion, Jon was asked whether a prime Khamzat could defeat a prime version of himself, and his response reflected both confidence and respect. Before comparing their abilities, Jon acknowledged just how dangerous Khamzat is. He explained that when Khamzat enters a fight with the right mindset, he has the skills to beat almost anyone competing today. According to Jon, Khamzat possesses the talent, aggression, and confidence to create serious problems for every opponent he faces inside the octagon. However, when the conversation shifted to a matchup between both fighters at their absolute peak, Jon smiled and confidently backed himself. He said he has a great relationship with Khamzat and has nothing but respect for him, but he also reminded everyone how dominant he was during the best years of his career. Jon explained that in his prime, every part of his game was operating at an elite level. He described his kickboxing as incredibly dynamic, his wrestling as explosive, and his submission skills as extremely dangerous. On top of that, he pointed to his outstanding cardio, physical strength, and unshakable confidence as the qualities that made him such a complete mixed martial artist. According to Jon, there was a reason he stayed at the top of the sport for so many years. He believes the prime version of himself was simply the complete package, capable of overcoming any challenge placed in front of him. At the same time, he admitted that he is no longer that fighter. Now approaching 40 years old, Jon openly acknowledged that he is no longer in his athletic prime. Even with that admission, Jon made sure to emphasize his admiration for Khamzat. He described him as a problem for every fighter in the sport today, and said he is grateful to call him both a friend and someone he enjoys watching compete. While Jon believes his younger self would have earned the victory, his comments also showed genuine respect for everything Khamzat has accomplished and the threat he continues to pose to the entire UFC roster. Move on to another news. Paddy Pimblett shared some entertaining behind-the-scenes footage from UFC 329, giving fans a look at a friendly meeting with Jon Jones. The two spent several minutes talking backstage, exchanging compliments, sharing stories, and even joking about Daniel Cormier. The interaction quickly caught fans' attention because of the respect both fighters showed toward one another throughout the conversation. As soon as they met, John greeted Paddy warmly, and the pair immediately started chatting. During the conversation, Paddy revealed that he had recently been asked which fighter's skill set he would most like to have. Without hesitation, he said John's wrestling. John appreciated the compliment, thanked him, and admitted that hearing praise from another fighter meant a lot. John then returned the respect by speaking highly of Paddy. He called him a great personality and a great fighter, making it clear that he has been a fan of Paddy for quite some time. He even joked that he was an even bigger fan of the Fat Paddy version, referring to Paddy's well-known habit of gaining weight between fights. The lighthearted comment had everyone laughing and showed the relaxed atmosphere between the two. Paddy also reminded John that they had actually met many years earlier. He explained that he had taken a photo with John back in either 2010 or 2011 during a fan expo in Birmingham, England. John smiled after hearing the story and congratulated Paddy on everything he has accomplished since then, saying he was proud of how far he had come in the sport. The conversation continued with more jokes about Paddy's weight cuts, as Paddy introduced his nutritionist and laughed about the process of making weight before fights. The relaxed exchange highlighted the friendship and mutual admiration between the two fighters. Before wrapping up the conversation, Paddy joked that he felt like he was playing both sides because he had recently spent time with Daniel Cormier as well. John immediately laughed and responded that he had no problem with DC. He confidently added that he was at peace with everything because, in his own words, he won. The playful exchange ended with smiles, showing there is still mutual respect despite one of the UFC's greatest rivalries.